Is the church to be blamed for people who are overweight? As a Christian writer and content creator, I often dive into thought-provoking topics that blend faith, society, and real-world issues. Today, we're tackling a controversial statement by Boris Johnson, the former UK Prime Minister, who claims that the church's failure to address spiritual hunger is driving people to overeat. Is there truth in his critique? And more importantly, what can we as believers learn from this? In this video, we'll examine Johnson's statements, evaluate their validity from a biblical perspective, and discuss how the church can better fulfill its mission in a world desperately searching for meaning. Johnson recently stirred controversy by blaming church leaders for what he calls an aching spiritual void, driving people to overindulge in food. Speaking during a national discussion on obesity, he criticized the Church of England for focusing on political issues like Brexit instead of spiritual sustenance. His colorful language, referring to the UK as a land of fatzos, and direct call-out of Archbishop Justin Welby, has sparked widespread debate. While his delivery may be brash, his central question holds weight. Are churches prioritizing temporal matters over eternal truths? Johnson's comments touch on a deeper issue: spiritual emptiness. The Bible often associates physical cravings with deeper spiritual needs. Jesus declared, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." John 6:35. When churches fail to provide meaningful spiritual teaching, people may unconsciously turn to substitutes, food, entertainment, or other distractions to fill the void. Obesity, as Johnson points out, might be one symptom of a broader societal hunger for God. But is it fair to place the blame solely on church leaders? Christians are called to be salt and light, Matthew 5:13-16, and this responsibility extends beyond the pulpit to every believer. What can churches do? The church has a golden opportunity to address spiritual hunger. Here's how the church can help by teaching their members to adopt a good and healthy life as a part of preaching the gospel. Focus on the transformative power of Christ, not just moral or political issues. Build community. Foster environments where people feel connected and valued, reducing the need to seek comfort elsewhere. Encourage stewardship of the body. Teach biblical principles of health and self-care as part of honoring God, as mentioned in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19-20. Equip the next generation. Engage youth with vibrant, Christ-centered teaching to counteract the sedentary, screen-dominated culture Johnson lamented. How should Christians respond? As believers, we can take practical steps. Examine our own lives for areas where physical cravings might reflect spiritual hunger. Pray for our church leaders to stay grounded in their calling. Support our communities by sharing the hope and love of Christ with those around us. Johnson's critique may be blunt, but it serves as a wake-up call. The church's mission is as vital as ever, to point people toward the bread of life who satisfies every need. In conclusion, Boris Johnson's remarks might seem controversial, but they open the door to an important conversation about the role of the church in addressing spiritual and physical health. Let's rise to the challenge, not out of guilt, but out of love for God and neighbor. Call to action. If this topic resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you think the church can better meet people's spiritual and physical needs? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spark meaningful conversations.